What you owe? It's easy when you have a professional debt negotiator on your side, like JetBlue. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, 10 minutes could save you thousands. In a quick 10-minute call, you can get a plan to reduce or completely resolve your credit card debt. It's proven to work for thousands of people just like you. In fact, we're so sure that we can reduce your debt that we offer the JetBlue Success Guarantee. We don't get paid unless your debt gets reduced or resolved, so there's absolutely no risk to call. For your free debt resolve plan, call 800-375-1158. That's 800-375-1158. The call is free. The consultation is free. The more you owe, the more you can save. Call now. 800-375-1158. 800-375-1158.
Bertolucci's Body Shop is Sacramento's best. Bertolucci's works on all makes and models. Need collision repair? Call Bertolucci's Body Shop.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
The Bob Ryan Show.
The Woody Show. Kelly in the morning. All of the once-in-a-lifetime events. All of the best free curated playlists.
The best fans.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
The stuff they don't want you to know.
All of the mind-blowing content.
$20,000.
Awesome. All of your favorite superstars.
This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters.
Best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Presented by Mita Chevy. Now trending on the KFBK Afternoon News with Kitty O'Neill.
Oh, well, the weather's fairly nice here for the next couple of days. Sweltering heat continues to keep millions of Americans under heat alert. Heat index is hitting triple digits all across the south. In Phoenix, where it's been the hottest stretch of days on record, temperatures are expected to be over 110 again by the end of the week. And here in Sacramento, will be near 110 on the weekend. Well, the 2024 election may end up determining whether former President Donald Trump returns to the White House, and it may also decide if he ends up facing any time behind bars. He's now facing a third criminal indictment that was unsealed yesterday related to efforts to overturn the 2020 election. For the former president, the election may end up being about whether or not he goes to jail. We talked with ABC News legal analyst Royal Oakes today about his analysis after reading this latest indictment.
Well, Donald Trump's argument, I think, is going to be that he was just following orders from his lawyers, that John Eastman, the constitutional law professor, and Rudy Giuliani, his chief lawyer in terms of challenging the election, they were telling him you can do this, that, and the other, alternative slates of electors, tell Mike Pence to send everything back to the state. So he may make that argument. One problem with that is that Donald Trump doesn't always follow his lawyer's advice, and he seems very focused, Trump does, on the fact that he was cheated, he really won, and he repeats that mantra over and over. The difficulty is not too many people are buying that. And in Washington, D.C., where the jury pool will be picked from, they're not exactly big fans of Donald Trump. We know because in the 2020 election between Biden and Trump, it was 92% Biden and 5% Trump. So can't count on a receptive audience to that. But essentially, his defense is going to be, or should be, if he wants the strongest possible defense. I really had a sincere belief that I thought I had won.
So could the former president use freedom of speech as a defense?
Yeah, I mean, Donald Trump, in giving his opinion about his legal position, is exercising his right to free speech. And in fact, Jack Smith admitted in his indictment yesterday, to lie is not a crime about what happened in the election. So the prosecutor admits that to the extent Donald Trump stood up and said, I won, and even if Donald Trump knew he hadn't won, that's not a crime. The crime, according to Smith, is when Donald Trump took that belief and implemented it by having people concoct false elector slates and tried to encourage Mike Pence to do something illegal, encouraged the people at the rally on January 6th to go to the Capitol and interfere with the counting of the votes. Interestingly, they're not charging Trump with actually inciting a riot, but they are charging him with implementing legal strategies that were designed to defeat the actual will of the public in picking the president.
The combined 78 state and federal charges against Trump are already dominating Trump's stump speeches, saying he's the victim of a politicized Justice Department. And at rallies, he frames up the charges as not just an attack on him, but on his supporters as well. Longtime Trump supporter Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia tweeted that she will still vote for Trump even if he is in jail.
Well, there's certainly a strong argument that the political component of this involves a Democrat playbook, which is let's prop up Donald Trump to the point where nobody's talking about anybody but him. He's raising massive amounts of money. He's expanding his lead over DeSantis and Nikki Haley and all the rest. So basically, he's sucking all the oxygen out of the room. But meantime, he's increasingly weakened because he's facing 3 and now 4 criminal cases. I'm sure the Georgia Atlanta DA will indict him in the next week or 2 as well. So he's fussing with all this stuff next year at the same time trying to keep the plate spinning by going to primaries and convention and so on. And so he gets nominated. Biden beats him easily because he's so wounded and maybe he's been convicted once or twice. And mission accomplished from the Democrat standpoint.
The former President Trump will appear in federal court in Washington tomorrow to face these latest charges before headlining an Alabama Republican Party dinner on Friday. He then faces another arraignment next week in Florida with additional criminal charges filed there. That hearing will be sandwiched between a campaign stop in New Hampshire and a possible trip to the Iowa State Fair. Trump also faces the potential of new charges in Atlanta related to the 2020 election in Georgia, and he still has to decide if he's going to attend the first Republican presidential debate on August 23rd. It's 5:50 now, KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio. Time to check on that traffic and weather together. Here's Dana Head.
Brought to you by Wendy's late night, open until midnight or later. And right now, eastbound Cat City is a mess. Let's put it mildly here. You get about 25 minutes at least from the 50 transition to get to the split and into the split. And that's going to be all the way out to Roseville. We've got heavy traffic, 14 minutes to Douglas Boulevard. I'm off key here because I was just noticing an accident eastbound 80 at Penryn Road, further up, and that has caused a big delay there. If you're coming out of Newcastle or you're heading toward Newcastle, it's going to be very, very slow all the way through Penryn at this time. Downtown Elk Grove, 11 minutes on I-5 and about 14 minutes on 99. Your trip to Folsom, 22 minutes eastbound 50, not bad. Downtown Woodland, 24 minutes, and still to Davis, westbound 80, 10 minutes. And Wendy's is open until midnight or later. That means all your favorite menu items are up later, too. The Baconator still tastes as juicy and bacony at night, so listen to that craving and turn in for the night at a Wendy's drive-thru. Hours may vary. It's participating U.S. Wendy's. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. Staying ahead. KFBK News Radio 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
All right, Dana, we're back to check on the latest traffic in about 10 minutes. Right now, here is the KFBK weather forecast.
Tonight we'll see clear to partly cloudy skies, low 57 to 61. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow. Tomorrow's high 83 to 87. Friday, sunny skies, a high of 92 to 96 for Friday. I'm AccuWeather's Drew Shannon on KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
Right now, 85 degrees in Sacramento at KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio. I'm Steve Tiliano, in for Kitty O'Neill. And the KFBK Afternoon News continues now with a check of your money news. Here's Kelly Brothers from CapTrust.
Fitch, a ratings agency, downgrading U.S. debt from AAA, which is the best rating, to AA+. Last time this happened in 2011, the market really took a dive. Today we were lower, but remember, this is a market that has basically been up multiple weeks in a row. I mean, in the case of the Dow, I think they've had 2 negative sessions in the last 3 weeks. So this is a market that has really come a long way in a short amount of time. So giving a little back here would not be that unusual. As for the downgrade itself, they cited a growing debt burden, poor fiscal management, political dysfunction. Over time, how much we spend as a government out over our skis does matter, and it will increase the cost of our borrowing, which is already a significant chunk of the overall budget for the country. Let's check the final numbers today. Red numbers. Dow down 348, 35,282. NASDAQ down 310. The S&P down 63 points, or 1.33%. Gold today was down 5 at $19.74 an ounce. 10-year bond yield 4.08%.
2 new films are debuting this weekend, but they may not be enough to dethrone Greta Gerwig's Barbie movie. The animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is expected to fetch between $35 and $45 million over its first 5 days of release. The film released today and picked up close to $4 million thanks to Tuesday previews. Meanwhile, the Shark sequel movie Meg 2: The Trench is hoping to make between $25 and $30 million in its first weekend, opening this weekend. Barbie's projected to make another $45 to $50 million, and Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer movie is expected to grab between $23 and $26 million. Both are in their third weekend. Well, what is the greatest acoustic guitar song of all time? ABC's Jason Nathanson has one answer.
No need to
wonder, Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven is the greatest acoustic guitar song of all time. That according to a poll by Total Guitar. They say calling the opening riff of the 1971 classic track iconic doesn't even do it justice. But acknowledge, the pick is controversial. The song is about half acoustic and half electric. The rest of the top three mix acoustic and electric as well. So, Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here in second, and the Eagles' Hotel California in third. Jason Abrams at ABC News, Hollywood.
Coming up on the KFBK Afternoon News, we'll have the top stories for you. We'll check on that traffic and weather together on a busy afternoon on the roadways. And then we'll go in-depth on the as-yet unnamed co-conspirators who are referenced in the latest indictment of former President Donald Trump. ABC News thinks they know who those people are, and we'll share that information with you. We'll also catch you up on everything that's happened while you were busy at work. Another full hour of Sacramento's news, traffic, and weather just ahead on KFBK News Radio, where you can listen to us anytime, anywhere, on any device, on the free iHeartRadio app.
Building a better Sacramento. KFBK News Radio. 93.1 FM, 1530 AM. An iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Hi, it's Kitty O'Neill. Are you frustrated with the hassle and headache of your water softener? Well, you can ditch your outdated softener for good and trade up to a LifeSource whole home water system. And now's a great time to upgrade. For a limited time, LifeSource is offering a Ditch the Softener rebate valued at up to $1,000 to upgrade to a LifeSource water system. Call 916-312-6430. That's 916-312-6430. Or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Call on the source. LifeSource.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Attention taxpayers, ready for some bad news? With $80 billion in new funding from Congress, the IRS has launched their most aggressive hiring campaign ever to ramp up enforcement. If you're ignoring your taxes, don't delay another minute because your paycheck, your bank account, even your home or business could already be at risk. Now, here's the good news. Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm, can get to work immediately, helping to protect you from the IRS. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, their tax attorneys and licensed professionals are experts.
She's fucking calling.
not touching the phone because I'm not like that.
Trump of spreading lies. No.
Pay attention. Yeah, it's locked. It's unlocked. Yeah, it's unlocked.
You know, I was on this one road walking down, and you just didn't see me because I was on this one, and I thought, okay, now I'm not sure where he is.
Yeah, I saw it's one row over.
Well, because I was over there, and then you said you were over this direction. I said, okay, and I started to walk down, and you didn't see me.
I said the other direction. No, I didn't say this side.
Okay, because I started to walk the other direction too. So it's like, okay, I'm not sure where he is. Normally I could spot you right off, but this time I could not. So I just left it because I was like, you know what, until I do my homework, I'm just going to say no. I'm not getting it.
I can't really see. I have to come over. Yeah, that's why I don't pull out. Yeah.
Better than buy appliances from Walmart, and for me to even do it, it's like, Jamie, you did what at Walmart? When is hot August nights in Napa? '26. I forgot about hot August nights. I saw something about August, and I said, wait a minute, it's August, hot August nights. Okay, I took it back. I'll hang on to the other piece until I know what to do. That way I haven't gotten rid of it.
Get in with the door slam. Stop.